Election season is just around the corner, and with local, state, and federal races coming up, there will be quite a bit of voting to do in 2024. If you want to skip the election day lines, then voting an absentee ballot can be a good alternative. However, if you haven't voted absentee before, or if it's been a few years since you have, then there are a few things you need to know about the process. We're going to cover some of those in this video, focusing on the ins and outs of how to request your ballot, some do's and don'ts while filling it out, and how to turn it in. So let's get started. The first step of getting an absentee ballot is requesting one. There are a couple of ways to do this. One way is to go through the Secretary of State's website, mvp.sos.ga.gov, where you can print off an application. If this is for a primary election, you will need to select whether you would like a Republican, Democrat, or nonpartisan ballot. Once you complete your application, take a clear, well-lit photo of both pages. In the application, you will be asked for your driver's license or state ID number, but if you don't have either of these, you will need to include a picture of another identifying document, such as a military ID card, a bank statement, or another government form. Once you've completed the application and gotten the necessary photos, you can submit it through the Secretary of State's website or send it to our local elections office by mail, email, or fax. Of course, if you're more comfortable filling it out in person, you can always stop by the elections office, located in Suite B of 3100 Camp Road. When applying for a ballot, here are a couple of important points to remember. Applications must be applied for at least 11 days before the election in question and must not be returned any sooner than 30 days prior to Election Day. You will also need to apply for an absentee ballot before each election unless you are over 65 or physically disabled, in which case you can opt in to have absentee ballots sent to you automatically for each race of the election cycle. Once you've received your ballot, carefully follow the instructions included in your packet. When making selections, there is only one way to mark them correctly, by filling in the bubbles entirely. Don't mark your selections with checks, X's, or by circling them. And when you finish making your selections, do not sign your name on it. Ballots should not be able to be tied back to their voters and will not be counted if that should be the case. If you make a mistake or damage your ballot while filling it out, contact our election office right away for a new one. Then write "spoiled" across it and the yellow envelope. Then you may turn it over to the elections office. Once you've notified election staff, the ballot will be canceled and a new one will be issued. Once you've completed your ballot, place it in the yellow envelope and make sure to sign the voter oath before sealing it. To turn it in, you will need to mail it with the appropriate postage or place it in the drop box in the election office. In the event you decide to vote in person after filling out an absentee ballot, you will need to surrender it to a poll worker on Election Day and bring your state ID to vote in person. Otherwise, you've done your civic duty and can now wear your Georgia voter sticker with pride. If you have any questions about your absentee ballot, getting registered to vote, or anything else elections related, don't hesitate to reach out to our office. Call 706-253-8781 or stop by Suite B at 3100 Camp Road, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and someone will be happy to assist you. Otherwise, happy voting, and we'll see you at the polls.